Hey, welcome to episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Doing yet another Tavour beer, but not the one that I got in my last crate, but 2 crates ago. And in fact, I probably ordered this in like, I don't know, March or February or something like that. So this is another one from Barrique Brewing and Blending. I believe that's pronounced Barrique. I think that's where they get their name from. 13 degrees, Czech-style pilsner. 5.5 ABV. Brew with Czech-grown pilsner malt, double decocted, hopped with Czech Saaz. This can's getting kind of old. It was canned in January. Send for Brett. I'll tell him. Anyway, I don't have a dimpled mug, so I just use my bar mug, you know, the Family Guy mug. Pretty standard lager of any style. Probably call it like a banana yellow gold. Slight haze to it. Get about, I don't know, 3 fingers of sudsy foam. It's still hanging around. Let's give it a whiff. Yeah, I'd probably call this one kind of malty or crackery. I'm not getting like the spicy hops that you tend to get. I mean, Saaz hops, probably one of the spiciest of the noble hops, but yeah, it has a similar smell to like German Pilsner, but I was finding the Czech Pilsner like way more bready, not so much crackery. I do get a little bit of graham cracker on here. The hops are really low, which I guess is normal because the hops are always higher on German pills. So, don't ask me how they say cheers in Czech. Cheers. There's this je ne sais quoi factor to Czech Pilsners. It's really hard to put your finger on it. With German Pilsners, they're very, very specific, like where you can name every ingredient that you're getting. But with Czech, it's like a little bit different. Like it's so similar and yet so different. It's funny, on the nose I said I really didn't pick up much hops, but I definitely picked up a lot of hops in the actual taste. Classic Saaz hops, like that peppercorn or rye, spiciness. Not especially bitter. It's more of like the flavor of the hop than the actual bitterness. Yeah, it's kind of like the malt is somewhere between graham cracker and bread. Because like when I think bread, I think like a German Bock or double Bock. This one is, you know, kind of like, I mean, maybe call it like a slight kind of toast character to it. It's more like, instead of like the actual toast itself, it's kind of like the bread crumb or the crust on like whole wheat bread, even though there's no wheat in this. I'm not getting butter on this one, which is nice because, in case you don't know, a little bit of diacetyl is actually acceptable for the Czech Pilsner style. The more I drink it, the more I pick up on those hops. This almost is as bitter as a German Pils. I think the IBUs, I was looking on Tavour or Untapped, and I think it said it was pretty high. I think it was like 34 or 43 IBUs, which, you know, seems a little high for this style. Yeah, this has a lot of flavor for only 5.5 ABV, and especially considering the can is like 5 months old, maybe a little less, but we get no oxidation on this, which is really good. It's still, you know, plenty robust overall. Big, spicy, peppery hops, firm bitterness, just like that clean bed of, you know, Pilsner malt. I don't think there's like, they didn't mention any other specialty. It just says Czech grown Pilsner malt. Could be the double decoction gives it like this je ne sais quoi character that you can't really replicate aside from doing that. I'll probably put the body at about medium carbonation, probably medium high, maybe even just straight up high. It's very smooth. Has a kind of, you know, it's, you know, effervescent and crisp, but at the same time, like the texture itself is pretty soft. The hops linger here. Lovely kind of spicy, dry bitter, but also like slight graham cracker kind of aftertaste. So yeah, if I was scoring this one to spec, I think this would score pretty high. Well, I don't know. This might actually be a little too bitter for the style, but you know, it's one of the best American examples of a Czech Pilsner that I can think of. So before I tell you my score, got to plug Tavour. $5.99 on there. Scan that QR code or use the link in the description or the pinned comment. Use the 6-digit code. That'll get you $10 off your first purchase on Tavor. That's where I get most of my beer. All right, so my score for the Barrique Bəʻrēk, 13 degrees. Yeah, this is pretty good. Like, even if it isn't like 100% authentic to the style, just like as a nice European style lager, it's like, banging on all cylinders. I like it. It's really drinkable. It's like, if this was something like fairly cheap, I could get like a lot of it, like then this is like the kind of beer you'd want to keep in the fridge. This is like go with dinner, late night, or even, anything. Very versatile beer. Anyway, I'm going to go pretty high on this one. I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10. Very good beer. That's all I got to say. Going really long. So if you watch all the way in, you already know you're awesome. I will see you guys for Mead Monday. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.
Like a toasty, man, this thing is carbonated.